Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm gonna lock up here, so let's go out together. Oh, but this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it? The case has long been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. All the same, we'd like to still have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. Ooh. Looks like we aren't welcome. It seems that case isn't over with yet after all. What do you mean? Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there. You mean like a clue? There's got to be a way we can get inside the chief's office. Damn. Alright, well, we're going back into there. Hey, pal! Detective Gumshoe, were you in the meeting? I was, just taking a breather. My feet hurt. From sitting so long in the meeting? Actually, I had to serve everyone coffee. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop. Say! Have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask? He's under the fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battle's between you and two in court. That sounds serious. Is it because of what my sister said? That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood. Yikes. Okay. Let's try talking to him. But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Bonaskaya is guilty party here, isn't she? Regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence he presents in court. Not only that, but as you know, there've been a lot of rumors around about Mr. Edgeworth. Those who don't like him haven't been able to do anything because of his amazing talent as a prosecutor. But now with this, are there really so many people who hate him? In other words, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only had that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of than making enemies. Hey, Dick! Keep up the good work! Yes, sir! Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat. Yes, sir! You gotta take me back for that joint sometime, okay, Dick? Yes, sir! Seems you don't have any problems with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. Oh my god. Actually, I took a look at the files earlier while the coffee was brewing. He seemed genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything? The only evidence Drake left behind was his final attack. His final attack, you mean when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl? Ooh. Me. It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl. That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all. Well, what was it? Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forget. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay? His powers of recollection never fail to impress. Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. Okay. Alright, well, let's go ahead. Present. Well, that's Edgeworth's knife. We don't want that. I want to click the right thing, please. About this. Hey! Don't tell me that's... It has a tag attached to it with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of. What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in the locker. On the day of Detective Goodman was murdered, this was suddenly disappeared from the locker. It was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler. That's it! Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me. Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again! Alright, back we go. Talk. Murder weapon. This knife. It was Joe Drake's, wasn't it? That's right! We traced it back to the store he bought it from. at, and it had his fingerprints on it too.
But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right?
That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken.
You don't have to take a good look at it to notice that.
Yeah, well anyway, take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in.
Where was it?
The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body. It was found deep inside the stab wound.
Did it match Drake's knife?
You bet! Down to the last fiber.
That's pretty conclusive.
Alright. Switchblade has been at... Oh, alright. Joe Drake was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman.
A businessman? That made him take to serial killing?
One day, he was on his way home from work. He hit someone with his car.
With his car? So, it was an accident?
An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal.
An animal?
He killed a man that witnessed that accident. Then he killed a lady who saw the crime. A kid walked by just then, and he killed him too. Then the bodies and a jogger that came up in the scene was killed as well. Finally, he turned himself in. Seems he was a pretty careless animal. Of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence.
So he turned himself in.
Yes, but the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim, Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but unfortunately he was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed.
That last witness? He must mean Emma.
Well, there you have it, in a nutshell. That's all I know.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant.
It's not money I need, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. The chief's out now and his office is locked, but we'd like to have a look around if that's okay.
Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door.
What, really?
But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with a breach of trust.
Breach of trust?
Simply put, I'd be canned.
Oh.
Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you.
How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's.
That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died.
Oh, crap. Oh. So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office. I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind.
I think... About that jar. I think I've seen that somewhere before.
Somewhere?
Or maybe it was one of those memories people have from previous lives. This must be the most uninformative detective I've ever met. Something about it makes me feel uneasy. It's like I'm the chief in the chief's office and he's yelling at me.
Chief Gant?
Where could I have seen that before?
Okay, well that doesn't... we can't do anything yet. So let's go to the entrance. Move.
Underground parking lot.
There ain't crap here. No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr. Everyone's probably busy looking into exactly what went down in that evidence room. That must be where the detectives are. But we proved in court today no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 on the day of the crime. Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case, but instead it looks like we ended up making Lana look even more guilty. Hang in there, Lana. I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. Okay. There ain't nothing here, so we go to the High Prosecutor's office. High Prosecutor's office, room 1201. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet. There he is! It looks like he's writing something.
Huh? What are you doing here?
He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh?
Humph.
I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me? Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you. That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings. So what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. Ooh. Pushy. Talked about forged evidence. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I can do will erase that fact. But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as a prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same, no matter what excuse I might have. Mr. Edgeworth! I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come down to this? Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. Whew.